This is a Baroque Bytes podcast. My name is Emma Wilkinson and I'm asking one of the UBO violinists to explain the differences between a modern and a Baroque violin. Hed, the very first thing I notice is that your modern violin has a chin rest on it.
Well, that's true. Chin rests came into use in the beginning of the 19th century, and in order to enable me to go into higher positions with more ease, I have the chin rest there. I don't have it on the Baroque violin, as you can see here.
And I believe that the neck is different on the two violins.
Yes, that's also true. On the Baroque violin, the neck is usually set quite straight into the body. Sometimes it was nailed into the body, and sometimes it was slightly shorter. Maybe you could see the difference when I hold them like this. And as you can see, also the fingerboard, this black thing, is of different length with those two violins. In the Baroque time, usually the fingerboard was shorter and made of softer wood than the modern mahogany wood, or ebony would be the name, I think.
I believe that the bridges are also a little bit different on the modern and the Baroque violin.
Yeah, that's true. A modern bridge looks more or less like this. Could you zoom in? And that's a very universal design, I would say. But in the Baroque time, there was big variations. And for example, this bridge on this Baroque violin has those shapes inside. There is a little heart in the middle, if you can see, an upside down heart, and a few other shapes. And that was less agreed on. Every bridge would be slightly different. The height would also be slightly less. The bridges would be usually lower, in order all those differences actually made the tension on the bridge and on the violin lower. And stringing the violin with gut strings also had a similar impact, and generally you'd say that there was less tension on the violin, creating a more resonant sound, but perhaps less loud and less penetrating.
But the body of the violin is the same between the Baroque and the modern violin.
That was really essentially the same. You could see when I hold them this way or this way. This, in fact, the only thing, or almost the only thing that stayed unchanged, and that's how a violin made in the Baroque time, like a Stradivarius or a Guarneri, could be used by nowadays modern soloists.
I believe that you've got gut strings on your Baroque violin now. Could you just play us a note or two so we can hear how it sounds?
Yes. So. They do resonate quite a bit, don't they?
Yes. And if you had metal strings on a violin, how would the sound be different? Would it be louder or stronger?
It would probably be somewhat more focused and louder, and it would not resonate as much.
Thank you very much for explaining the differences, Hed. It's been very interesting talking to you.
Thank you.